Alright, we're gonna put the microphone down next to my head first. Then we're gonna get back into our traditional draft for Throne of Eldraine with our Gruul mid-range deck. I just actually helped Nathan draft a Gruul deck of his own, and it was everything I wish my deck was. It was incredible. It's really dope. But then he played his first game, and he got his opening hand. It had like 3 lands, but it was pretty slow. So he was playing a more aggressive deck, so he decided to mulligan, and he mulliganed into a 1 land and no playable cards. So he mulliganed again into no lands. So he lost that game. But it's best of 3, so hopefully he does better. Oh, he just sent me an image. Now he has 6 lands. But that is his situation. This is ours. So yeah, I think we lost our first game. I forget what we lost our first game against, but it was like mono blue control, and we just didn't hit land drops to be aggressive enough. I recall that. So I think the deck's pretty good. It's not very aggressive. It's not super highly synergistic, but it's not great. But we'll probably keep it. We have a 7 dwarves. We're on the draw. Our opponent's mulligan, so they're down a card, so okay, well, hoping to get a green source. Now that we have a lot of, we got our 2 double pip green as well as drawing another green card. We're not hoping to draw another mountain. So I got 2 greens into the Merrileaf Rider. It's possible this is like an aggro green deck. Let's see what they come out with. Okay, they don't want to attack. Oh, great. Okay, thank goodness. We got that going for us, so at least we have the option next turn to Unveil Treefolk our 7 dwarves, or Ogre Errant, but we have our options now. I see, so that's not going that well for them. Well, interesting. Considering they seem to be stumbling, normally I would of course play a 4-drop, but I think what I want to do here is play the Raging Redcap, and then if I don't hit a land I can 2 Unveil Treefolk onto it to make it a 3/5 with Double Strike, which is insane. And if I do draw a green, then I can play one of my 2, or I can play my Keeper of Fables, and still attack into a 1/3 pretty comfortably. So I think this is probably actually the best call. It's not the most efficient use of mana, but, you know. Okay, so their blue is their second color. They just didn't hit their second color. So I got there now thanks to the Rosethorn Acolyte, which is unfortunate for us because this might be a real game now. I prefer real games of Magic, but again, when I'm trying to play free to play, I'm willing to take cheese. You know? Gonna cast this out. Oh, they can't counter it. Then I'm gonna offer. I'm gonna either trade with the 2/2 or the 1/2. No, I'll just make that attack for now. Okay, so this block. Oh wow, they just let it die. I really thought they were going to play like an Insatiable Appetite or something. Because they just didn't really want me to draw a card, which is understandable, I guess, but throwing away a creature seems extreme when you're already behind. Sure. I think now we'll play the Tree Folk on this. It's 1 mana inefficient, but we also draw cards, so this is putting through. This is an extremely aggressive play as well, and they're like stumbling, so just reduced their life in half that turn. And because there was 2 damage steps, I didn't realize this about Keeper of Fables, but I guess when first strike is involved, there's a second, there's a second damage step, which means Keeper triggers twice. So that's new to me. I'm not going to act like I knew that was happening, but that's amazing. And it makes sense based on how the card reads, because, yeah, there's 2 damage steps. So there's the first strike step, and then there's, pass priority back. Then you get the regular damage step, so it does make sense that Keeper would trigger twice with Raging Redcap, so. Okay. It's pretty good, but it's slow. This game feels pretty over. Not sure what they're going to do with 3 mana. Frogify, I guess. It's pretty good. But, let me just quickly do some math. I'm pretty sure if I Searing Barrage this, they'll go down to 7, and I attack with everything. Yeah, that's game. So, Adamant, of course. And then, yeah. Okay, on to game 2. So they're like a Simic deck, which means they're a little slower. I don't think the answer is to go under them, necessarily. I think I'll bring in 1 Joust, just because they're a very creature-based deck, so I'd like to be able to kind of have a, again, slightly inefficient fight effect to kind of get creatures out of the way as we kind of crash in, if we can. But the Weaselback Quick Grab doesn't feel really good. Gingerbread, of course, works really well with Keeper Fables and Rosethorn Halberds, so happy to keep that in. And anything else that puts counters on stuff to unveil. All that good stuff. So, yeah. I think that'll be good for us. Seems okay. I have a 2-drop into a really strong 4-drop. Play the mountain. Play our dwarf. They got both their colors. We're in danger. Okay. No 3-drops, unfortunately, but I guess we'll swing in for 2. So, them getting that turn 3 Beanstalk Giant is pretty good because we're not really fast right now. Oh, very good card. Thankfully, our 5/5 is, as far as my math checks out, better than a 4/4. What are you gonna do, boss? What do you got for me? It's not bad. It slows me down, that's for sure. Yeah, let's swing it with a 4/4. No blocks. It's got trample anyway, so I wouldn't even mitigate most of the damage. Do have Joust available, but I don't think it's all that good right now. One land away from playing their 7/7. And they did in fact play their 7/7, which isn't good, but it's not completely hopeless. This is, obviously not ideal, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Rosethorn Halberd onto the Rampart Smasher to make it a 7/6, and unfortunately it's not a knight, or it'll make it a 7/6, and then they have no mana, so I know they can't stop this fight. So we'll lose our Rampart Smasher, but if they lose their 7/7, that's only going to get bigger and harder for us to deal with. So I'm pretty happy making that choice. It's not great. Obviously, we would have rather have been able to do that, with someone else, but I don't think we have any knights in the deck that we could have waited anyways. We do have our own Beanstalk Giant, but we don't have it. So I'm not going to wait and let that get bigger and bigger and ruin our chances of winning. Sire Eleonora. It's pretty good. This is not bad. We got the combo kind of online. Got 5 mana, so we can even go right ahead and sneak on through. Draw a card for turn. Love to see it. Since we hit our land drop, I'll play Enchanted Carriage. Next turn I'll probably put the Rosethorn Halberd on the Gingerbrew, but I think this time we might as well play Enchanted Carriage. So this is a good, having these 3 cards in play is of course excellent. 3 unblockable damage per turn, and every time it hits it draws us a card is a good place to be. We have enough that we can kind of block their relatively dinky threats, thanks to us killing the Beanstalk Giant when we could, and we have our own big creatures that we can rumble with if we get there, and drawing once extra every turn will get us there, hopefully. It's a 3/3 flyer. It's pretty good. It's as fast a clock as we have. Alright, my gingered brute. Right, let's make him unblockable. Swing in for 3 and draw a card. Do some damage. We don't really gain anything from playing our mountain. Not that they have discard, but if they think we have more threats than we do, that's never a bad thing. Not cool, man. Very not cool of you. Ooh, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Pretty aggressive play. Oh. I'm going to play the mountain now so that we can cast a 3/3. No, actually I won't. I'll play the 3/3 and the 3/4 so I can get this menace, and then next turn I'll put the what's it called? Rosethorn, the halberd on it. Keep the Raging Redcap. Jeez, don't want to attack the Keeper of Fables. Not great. Yikes. Wait, why did they cast it with Adamant? Baffling to me. Mm-hmm. Shame. If we don't win here, I'll have to get some enchantment removal into the deck. And some flying hate. Fine. I don't need this to attack. I mean, it does. It's bad because it's the 4/5 that's stopping the 4/4, but it's not horrendous. Yeah, I can destroy their food. Probably seems like the best course of action. Doesn't seem like they have a ton of artifacts otherwise. It's just, well, it also is a corridor monitor. That's a real blocker, so forgot about that. Take a little kill spell there. Let's take this Rosethorn Halberd. Slap it on the Raging Redcap. They can choose to block the 4/4 with the Ogre Errant, or the Ogre Errant with the 4/4. I have another one, so I'm not super concerned. Or that. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. I'm gonna have to draw 2 cards. Get to draw another card. Red Cap Melee. That's what I'm talking about. We'll probably try for an alpha next turn, and then, like, use the Red Cap Melee to mess with how they block. Because we still have 4 turns till the Vantress Paladin kills us, so it's not an imminent threat, and I think we have a really strong board state right now. You know, with the Raging Redcap, if they inappropriately double block or something, Redcap Melee can just completely blow them out. Well, that's bad. It's really bad for us. 5/5. It's quite a bit different than a... Still planning on doing this to put a lot of pressure down, and we'll use the Red Cap Melee to get the most value possible. Math is for blockers. Sure. Okay. Okay. This is an instant speed. We can use it defensively as well. Or we'll just draw Searing Barrage. No? Okay, fine. So we have 6 mana left. So we can't drop the land and play both of these, so we'll just play the bigger creature, of course. So on board it looks like they win. But it's not, things aren't always what they seem. So depending on what they just opted for, that could be something big. So that becomes unblockable. So no blocks, so, alright, because I'll double block this. So, red cap melee the Mantris Paladin. Hope that the last card in their hand is a counter spell. Unfortunately, doing that main phase while they were tapped out with no cards in hand. Okay, so that won us the game. Right on. That was a very close game too, but it's nice to get a clean 2-0 victory. So that's very, very enjoyable. Cool. So we've made it to 2 wins. We've made it to the gem recouping stage. Let's re-roll this. Nice. Perfect. Oh, we got a pack too. No, we'll open it later. I'm going to take a quick moment to refill my coffee. Be right back. checked in on Nathan and he does not seem to be doing well, so we're gonna have to carry the good name of Gruul this time, it seems like. That's unfortunate, that deck was insane. Alright, well, we'll take the play. Ugh, this is bad, but I'm going to keep it. Don't want to mulligan. Got a lot of 2-drops we could draw into. I'm going to drop the Rosethorn Halberd without a target, because that's not good. Well, it always... isn't this always the way it is? You keep a 4-lander, hoping to draw into some... anything. Well, at least we got that. Suppose we can attach the Rosethorn Halberd to that thing, make it a 4-3. It's not too bad. Play the Witchstalker next turn. Sorcerer's Broom, this is probably going to be a very grindy deck, so we'll probably want to get really aggro in our sideboarding. Okay. Oh, wow. Normally I would play the Fierce Witchstalker as... it's a 4-4, but this makes them double blocking this nearly impossible. But, with that said, if they double block, both of these die for my 7 dwarves. I doubt they make that trade. And if they do, I'm pretty happy about that, because I traded 2 for 1. So I doubt they block here, actually. And if they jump block, that's also fine for me. So I think I will actually take the mana efficient play. As suspected. So I'd rather play the Fierce Witchstalker than have done 1 more damage that turn, of course, because now I have 2 4-power creatures that pair really nicely against their board. Savvy Hunter, okay. Oh no. That's annoying. Death Touch for real? Okay, well. Probably still going to attack. This is clearly a pretty grindy deck so far. So then, like, chumping with the Savvy Hunter, trading with the Savvy Hunter, chumping with the Okame Adversary on my Trample is not the worst thing in the world. Huh. They must be really confident in their ability to go wide starting next turn. Now Muscle will be really good for them here, because they can make this indestructible and it has Death Touch. What else can be really strong for them? Don't know. I don't know what else would be strong for them. It's pretty good. It does stop our both 4/4s, which is unfortunate. So I guess the hope now is that we draw into our Serum Barrage right on time. Fortunately not, but if we play out the 7 dwarves, this becomes a 5/4, so this demands a block. So they're trading their Okame Adversary for my 2/2, which is pretty decent. Another one, huh? Hmm. Oh, 5/5. That's pretty good. Hmm. Come on, Gingerroot. Gingerroot would be great, because I can just kind of sail past these suckers. I think attacking with the Fierce Witch Sucker is really not good. I'm just going to throw away one of my better cards, and then they can start hitting me back. I'd rather keep this up to block. At this point, unfortunately, gonna just keep on drawing lands. That'll kind of have to be what we do. Guess I could have played a forest out just so I could eat the food, but it doesn't seem like that is a huge benefit right now at 20 life. For sure. God, I'm kidding. Nothing good. I'll just keep on waiting. Yeah, we're going to have to sideboard really aggressively, I think, because this deck, being a food deck, has just so much inevitability. And their card for card quality is just probably better than ours. I mean, 700 is amazing. 2 OK Adversaries is quite good. Keeper Fables is amazing. Fierce Witch Soccer is amazing. We have Rampart Smasher, Outmuzzle. We have good cards as well, but it's just not. We can't really compare to the opponent's board overall. I mean, unless everything else left in their deck is a complete dud, this is really good in their deck, right? So. I don't want them to draw cards. Absolutely soul crushing. Alright, pass the turn again. It's 4 lands in a row. It's only, at this point, there's only 7 left in the deck, so yeah, they're gonna start doing the Sorcerer's Broom thing and just go off. Not surprised. I'm pretty happy to take 6. Don't want to lose this yet. This is gonna look silly, but probably going to be impossible to win this game, considering they've, healed for... They're going to heal for 6. They're going to get to activate this twice. Where were you, like, how many turns ago? I can't believe you. Alright. We're going to take an aggressive attack, and maybe we can use the Serum Barrage at instant speed to, like, blow them out. Going to be very, very aggressive here. Just going to let it through. I got the food for it. I don't think we're dead next turn from doing that, but really, like, they're in such a strong position. I wouldn't be too surprised if they can pretty easily clinch this. Whew, Nathan managed to win his game. His amazing deck didn't go 0-2. Thank goodness. Okay, so they're gonna... Yeah, so they got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 24. That's it, huh? Do that. Go down to 8. Things aren't looking good, but... totally fine. Yeah, we would have got this instead of 4 lands in a row. We might have actually won this game because we would have been able to immediately deal with that and then just keep swinging in. Basically, my hand is forced, unfortunately. It's really disheartening. I wanted to do that as an aggressive measure. Can still force them to make a bunch of blocks, which might not be in their best interest. I can either trade their 6/5 for my 6/5, which is pretty decent. You know, trade 2 creatures. Or chump. That a 4/4. Again, things are not looking good, but they were always looking bad pretty much the moment that I just drew 4 lands and didn't do anything for a long time. Don't think there's a really strong way out of this one. See what they're doing. They're gonna outmuscle. Oh, it wants future. Yeah, okay. Yep. That's probably game. Yeah, let's go to game 2. We're going to try and completely overhaul our deck as much as we can. We want to be just aggressive. We want to be able to remove small threats and get through. So this is too slow. This is arguably too slow. This is not that too slow. This is probably an okay top end card. Too slow. You're good. You're in. You're in. One of you are in. You're in. And you're in. The 2 jousts aren't very good, but we have a few knights. This lets us remove small creatures early and just kind of keep pushing damage through as best we can. It works well with our bigger creatures as well if we get slowed down a little bit and we have some of our 5-drops out or something. Well, this is good for about half the hand, so I'm going to keep it. I can play Gingerbread, barge in, and then these cards are just unplayable. But we will lose if the game goes long, so I'm going to keep that and be as aggressive as possible. It's a good little strategy if your opponent's deck is better than yours as well. This goes for not just, you know, aggro strategies, but just decks that are just decks in general. If your opponent's deck is better than yours, just strictly stronger card quality, try to play more aggressively, because the less time they have to draw into their really awesome controlling stuff that like wins them the game, the better for you. And you know, on a short enough, on a short enough time frame, your commons that can just bash in can overcome their late game powerful cards that, win them the game. So we're basically going to try to play a game, have a game plan that lets us win before they can generate a lot of food and get a lot of board presence. Again, we cut a land, but we're actually pretty likely to draw one, so the fact that we're not is just delightful. Man, they're 3-1. They're actually just pressuring us better than we are. Which is unfortunate, if not a bit humorous. We'll go down to 11. We'll do 4. We're still kind of winning the race right now, so. It's not bad. Oh, wait. There are no blockers. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we drew like all our remaining big cards and none of our, 2-3 drops, so. Ooh, that's nice. Make that unblockable. Hold on, so this is 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we would lose, unfortunately, even with barge in. Potentially we can steal this game next turn. We need to keep blockers up, 1 for that, 1 for that. And if they kill either of these creatures, we just lose the game, but we were not going to win the game by playing a slow, deliberate whatever anyways, so it's just kind of nonsense and a little bit annoying that they got like 2 extremely aggressive cards that outpaced us. Wait, do I just lose anyway now? No, I'm still good. When did this deck become an aggro strategy? That is really frustrating. Well, that's game. Kind of an annoying way to go. I can't believe they went from being like food.deck to Golgari aggro in the sideboard. They just had it all, huh? Super frustrating, but at least we got back to 10,000 gems again, so got 3 packs for it, so it's not a complete travesty. But that is so dumb. Alright, let's see what found these packs. Ironcrag Feet, finally. Escape to the Wild's pretty cool. Make some sort of dumb control deck with that. Oh, finally a single copy of Garrick after how many packs I've cracked of this. Nice, just in time for me to not really have any decks that I want to play him in. I'm not sure. Maybe some dumb Super Friends deck. I could put Garrick in my Merriment decks to fetch with Fae, I guess. There you go. There you go, Garrick. I found a home for you. I don't know what I'm going to get rid of. Let's go with that for now. Sweet boy. There you go. Now I too can play Wolf Tribal in a Jeskai deck. Alright, well, I'll maybe fire another draft later tonight after I've, done all my cleaning the house, doing the laundry, studying for exams. It's pretty early in the morning right now, so it takes me 8 hours to get all that done sufficiently. I could come back and do another traditional draft, or do another ranked draft, maybe. Maybe a ranked draft is a little less committal, but yeah, probably pop back and do something pretty soon. So, see ya.